Okay, so with the Lords of the Fallen CEO's tweet, let's talk about the overarching possibilities of what this could mean. And I'm not talking about the whole gender part of it. That's I don't care about that. That's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about the what polling your community could actually uh do for your game and why it's a good thing. And the fact that him doing this could make gaming better. So something very interesting happened that I've always wanted to see but never thought that I would. A game dev, or I guess in this case a CEO, has decided to poll the gaming community. Like, I personally have never seen anybody do that. So unless you've been living under a rock, you know everything with gaming, with the gender war stuff, where you got the body A and B, and then male, female with character selectors. And as far as what I have always seen, people seem to have rejected the whole body type A and B thing because they see it as, furthering the whole woke kind of agenda. But the important thing of that is not about what I think as an individual, as a YouTuber, or what another person thinks as an individual on the opposite side. It is what does the community, what does the majority want? That's what's most important in games. And one of the issues that I, as a gamer, have had with many developers, and really Bungie would be the one that would be the first one that comes to mind, it was a big one, would be when they would do things where it seemed like they would listen to the streamers over the community at large. And the argument can be made that gamers don't really know what they want, and in some cases that can be true. Sometimes you don't really know what you're asking for. However, I feel like to an extent, gamers need to be able to figure that out for themselves. Like, you should be listening to the majority of your community. Now, the hard thing with that is trying to find out what the majority of your community want. You can scroll at the tweets and everything on what people put out and try to get a gauge of it, but there's obviously the best thing to do would be get hard numbers. And this CEO decided to just do just that. And he asked the community, what would you rather have? The body AB, male and female, or none of the above? Or which I'm assuming it's like you don't care one way or the other. So it's overwhelmingly male and female. And I'm not gonna get into, I'm not gonna try to make an argument for why one is better than the other, stuff like that. I believe that to other people to make those kind of things. I care more about the simple fact that he did this at all, because like I said, so many times game devs do things that they feel that the community should want or will want, and it's to the gamer, it's like almost obvious that no, this is not what we want. And in this case, gamers have been crying out, stop doing male and female, or sorry, A and B stuff. Stop putting your agendas in the game. Stop doing this. And then devs do it anyway, and then surprise Pikachu face when people either don't buy the game or go on Twitter and say whatever they say on it or whatever like that. So I think that this is a trend that should be pushed. I think more devs should do this to see what it is that their audience wants. And you can also make the argument that this is inflated by people who don't even play the game. Hell, I will readily admit, I didn't finish Lords of the Fallen. I didn't play it very much because I didn't really like it. As I've said in other videos, I do not like Souls roly-poly. I loved Sekiro. I hate the roly-poly nature of Dark Souls games. It frustrates me to no end. But even so, the thing is, you put the poll out, the majority called for A and B, or sorry, I keep saying it. The majority called for male and female, so this is what you should do. And thankfully, he also put this in his tweet, we will follow the final result. So now, Merrick, and the devs at CEO at Lords of the Fallen, the ball is in your court. You have basically taken the onus, the responsibility to make sure that you put that in there. I haven't really seen anything ever really come out about them as a dev as far as being woke or whatever. But if they were to let's say hypothetically end up in their next game, they decide to do the A and B thing, I do not want to see surprise Pikachu face, oh my god, gamers are so racist, oh my god, like I can't believe you did, like why do you like they told you what they wanted. But I based off of what I know, I don't know about them ever having any issue with stuff like that, so good on them. Thank you for that. And again, I hope that this becomes an actual trend. More and more devs decide to poll their communities on what the community want, and it'll be interesting if that happens. It'll be interesting to see if that does create more longevity in some of these games, especially free to play live service games, because as we know, live service games tend to at least a lot of them end up dying out very quickly. Obviously you have the outliers like, you know, Destiny, and to an extent The Division kind of, and then you got the gacha games, stuff like that. Obviously, like there are some things out there that end up lasting for a while, but a lot of live service games end up dying out very quickly. And one of the things, there are other reasons why, but one of the things is not doing what your community says that they want you to do, and some devs feeling like they know better than what their community wants. And again, you in some cases you do, but you do still need to take into account what your community is telling you that they want. And that goes for game development, YouTube, any kind of creative, anything. Not even just creative. If you're running a store, you have to listen to your customer base. Otherwise, you won't have a customer base. So I'll say good on Lords of the Fallen devs and CEO on doing this. I want to see more do that. I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know in the comments what you think about the situation as a whole. Not about whether I don't really care about whether you believe body type or male and female should be what's in the game. I care more about what do you think about doing polling your community to figure out what you should do in your game. That's what I care about. The rest of the stuff I don't really care. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. I will see you guys in the next one. Y'all take care.